This clip's going to explain best practice for troubleshooting on an Atlas report. In this report, I'm looking at the invoices for a specific period and group of customers. I can see straight away though that there is an error here because we have dates which are not consistent with my filter. I can also see that there's some kind of error here in the paid column. In order to investigate this, what we should do is open up the definitions for each part of the report. The main part of the report is in actual fact a structured list report. So I'm going to select towards the top left hand corner and then just open up the definitions. As the definitions open, I'm then just going to look through each individual pane to check that I have firstly selected the correct data source, secondly the correct filters, my company account is cell C2, my customer account is cell C4, correct, my date cell C5, and there I can see the error. My date should be in cell C3. So I'm just going to amend the date reference and update my definitions accordingly. As I update, I can now see that the output is consistent with my filter. We do though have a second error in the paid column. The paid column is using a managed column and a free format formula. So what I must do is just select the first cell. Always select the first cell, as it's from this first cell that the rest of the properties are auto-populated and inherited. I again just open up my definitions and observe and check that I have the correct settings. My table is customer transactions, correct. My filter is based on the voucher, yes. The voucher is installed G9, correct. However, we can see that we haven't removed the locking on the absolute reference. So I just use my Excel knowledge to remove the second dollar, and that's now going to allow us to report on all the vouchers. Thirdly, I'm just going to look at the output, because here I've actually selected the wrong output. I've selected the amount in the monetary standard, which actually relates to the sales value. What I need or meant to include was the amount settled in the monetary standard. Having made those changes, I now update accordingly. And now I can see that this data is now consistent with what I would expect to see. This last column is simply an Excel function showing the difference. So I can see that most of my vouchers are all settled as represented by the zeros. I can though see that this customer, School of Fine Art, always has a discrepancy. This allows me to investigate further, but I've now troubleshot my report and I now know that it's showing me the correct data.